here we are in the SU-100, which is a Tier 6 Russian tech tree TD. It's probably one of the more popular tanks at Tier 6, although as much as I do like a good fixed structure TD, this one I'm not finding amazing. I actually really like the SU-85, but I think that's because it's got a relatively accurate gun and a good rate of fire. This thing, not so much. Of course, it does have a couple of guns this thing can run. This is the 122 I've got on this. I have been running it with the 100. But what I've been finding is that the 100 misses, I reckon, 2 out of 3 shots. So I thought I'd give this a go. There we go. First shot, and a nice big hit in the side of that heavy. And this is quite weird. I think from an accuracy perspective, there's not a huge amount in it, but this gun is definitely meant to be less accurate than the 100. But whether there maybe some of the other stats, like the dispersion on moving and all that sort of stuff, is what really makes the 100 so difficult. Anyway, I thought it was worth trying this out. So this is pretty much the standard. That was never going to hit. He moved and I was aiming too high up. I thought it was worth giving this standard 122 a try. So this is very similar to what the Tier 7 Russian heavies are packing. So standard shell, I think the pen is 175. Let's have a look. Yep, and on the good stuff it's 217, which is not great, but I mean this is Tier 6, so you shouldn't struggle with that. Anyway, this is certainly one of the better games I've had with this tank so far. Oh, here we go, some more heavies coming, hopefully. Now with the OI, I'd be probably a bit marginal as to whether I get the penny in the standard rounds. So probably just as well I've got the good round loaded. Now one of the other things that make this tank quite good is that it does have really nice camo, as does the SU-85. So it does mean that you can get away with firing out of bushes. If you're on the edge of their view range, you probably won't get spotted. Anyway, slow start I suppose, but that's the way these games are all either over in the first 5 minutes or 3 minutes sometimes, or they go for the full length, and I think this is certainly one of the longer games. Here we go, let's see if we can do anything. Oh no, we'll go for the big target, and yes, the OI's turret is certainly a softer target than their hull, I reckon, and certainly I have more success pinning them there. Oh, and another one into the 4F45 TP. And we haven't been spotted, although we are not fully behind this bush. I mean, we're behind it, but we're not far enough back to be bushed. Or that's because it's not opaque, clearly. Oh, there we go. That was just a really bad shot. You see, our ping today is 180. The real test is I'm not quite sure why I used his rocket power then to whiz round to shoot that guy, but it did work. Now, we're not winning this game at this stage. Oh, and this other flank has just collapsed. Gee, they went down really quickly. We had quite a few tanks over there a second ago. It's not like our team didn't send guys up there, but clearly, pretty much they all got killed. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Just waiting for the best shot. That probably wasn't the best shot, but at least we did hit him. And now we have a Crusader. What else have we got out there? There's an AMX out there too. Our friend the BZ-58 is actually coming back to help, which is nice. Oh, that was a terrible shot. And we got spotted. Oh yeah. At least the light tank did get taken out, thankfully. And the arty was still firing at the bush where we were, also thankful. So we're still struggling a bit, although the BZ I think got that guy, yep. It's nice to have a heavy who's watching the map and supporting the team properly. Oh, come on. And there we go. This is what I mean about this gun and this tank. You're going to miss 50% of the shots, particularly at medium to long range at least. The gun is very, very unique. Anyway, oh, here we go. This guy, we might have missed, it's there. Got to get down at his hull, he's got a strong turret. Get one into him, no doubt he did spot us, yep. Lack of gun depression is also a bit of an issue with this thing, so I had to move forward really to a point where I could get the shot away, but at that point he was clearly going to spot me. The Z is doing a really good job. I find the BZ-58, although I don't have one, I am finding it, there we go, thank you, and we get it. I am finding that it is one of the better tier 7 heavies. It's certainly been played a lot. I think that's because it's very good hull down, and he won't have much trouble with that medium, and he takes him out. Oh, here we go. Did we get spotted there? I don't think we did. Anyway, we get at least one shot through onto him. I'll try and pull back so he can't see us, but again the gun depression is not doing the right thing by us. Get one into him. He obviously knows roughly where we are, even though he didn't spot us, because we did manage to get far enough back. Now at 390 he's just a little bit more than one shot. That's if he's silly enough to come up a bit. Now you can see in terms of equipment I am running binocs on this, and that's just because the SU-85 and the SU-100 have pretty abysmal view range without them. Here we go. There we go. So we get the second shot in. It wasn't enough to kill him, but our friend, well, there's two BZs now, but this is the second one. He's turned up and took him out. Okay. Very close now. There's even on tanks, and we're behind on HP, if you believe it. May or may not be right, but the Soto does a good job and takes out the enemy T-25AT. We'll swap back to standard. We certainly don't need APCR for these last few tanks. Now I've got 2700 damage. Be nice to get one or two shots more. We'll see what we can find. And again, one of the other advantages of this tank, I think I mentioned, it's got really quite nice camo. So even on an open map like this, it's going to be hard for the enemy to spot us unless they've got really good view range. You can see my moving view range is crap, but once I stop and let my bins come up, I'll have full maximum range. I think it's just slightly more than that, so I've got a little bit of a chance of out-spotting some of these tanks, because the camo on this is probably in the order of about, it's probably about 40%, something like that when it's stationary. And that's Yeah, that's quite an advantage, even in a really open map like this. In some ways, it's more of an advantage in an open map like this. Okay, ooh, nasty. We've spotted the Hummel, but we probably can't get a shot at him from here. Oh, that was probably a little bit lucky. I just run for cover now because the Hummel might try and take a shot at me. Don't know where. Oh, he's dead. Okay, we don't really know where the Hellcat is. Oh, yes we do. There he is. And he's at 100%. Okay. That would explain why we've got 3 tanks and we're almost even on HP. No, I'm not going to come over and peek at you. I don't have gun depression. You come to all Artie misses him, which is a little bit unfortunate. He's going to come. You can see again the gun depression really is not great. Let's ram. No, we can't. We only just get a little tap on him. Now he's really got almost the advantage here, but let's see what we can do. No, the poor old Hellcat. Its turret traverse is terrible, and I think the Artie hit on him also made a big difference. But that was actually an ace with over 3.3k damage. Okay, so here we are back in the garage after that good game in the SU. Let's have a look at how we did. So that was our maiden ace in this tank. We got a high caliber, 3322 damage, 4 kills, a little bit of assist either for tracking or spotting. What else? How did we go? We're all in the team. We did about twice as much damage as the next best player, which is quite good. From a money making perspective, we actually made a little bit of money. I don't think we probably did fire a few gold rounds in that game. I think we probably fired more standard, but I don't honestly remember. 17, so 11 hits, 6 totally missed, and 11 hit, but 11 penned. That's actually reasonably good. That was a pretty good game. So anyway, thank you for watching.